Welcome back to my show. This is the bridal journey on social media. Hey, I told you this is the first ever bridal show on social media. I deserve some credit, right? Okay, if you're here and you're watching this, I want you to know that you're very special to my heart. I love you so much, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video before you leave this page. Moving on, we have very interesting topic for you today. We will be talking about shoes.
Do you mean like shoes, like my kind of shoes, like high tops?
No, not yours. I'm talking about bridal shoes. Yeah, maybe for the man and the woman who are about to get married. If you're a bachelor and you're on the journey to becoming the man of the house, this is the time you need to shop for your shoes. We take some things really lightly. Some people, some people put more effort in trying to source for what they're going to wear, and then they forget the fact that your footwear also matters. Do you know that an imperfect shoe can ruin an entire moment during your wedding?
Actually, terrible food can ruin your wedding.
There is something you should take very seriously, and it's the fact that your shoe has to be really, really comfortable. If your shoes are not comfortable on your wedding day, it will affect you psychologically, but you wouldn't know.
Why should I be psychologically affected by my shoes?
Somehow your mood would just change and you just be wondering why everything seems to be pissing you off. Hey, it's because of your shoes.
It's like my kind of shoes?
Yes, your shoes, and I'll tell you how. Now this is it. If you wear a shoe that hurts, there's some shoes. Okay, first of all, I'm going to give you insights to what you should look out for when selecting your shoes on your wedding day. If you're ordering online, take note of this. If you're ordering online, make sure your shoes come in at least a week before your wedding. Okay, let's extend it by 2 days, maybe 4 days before your wedding, and fit them. Try to, put them on and see how it fits. If it fits perfectly, that's not enough. Walk around the house with it. You don't have to go out so you don't get it dirty for the big day. So walk around with it for at least 5 minutes. Because some shoes are very deceptive. That moment you're putting it on, it feels so comfortable, it feels so beautiful and ready to go. But you have to walk around with it to make sure that 5 minutes is still comfortable. That way, just know that you're ready to go. Secondly, if you're wearing a shoe that's too tight and have the belief that somehow a magic is going to happen and it's going to expand on the day of your wedding, it's never going to expand, man. It won't expand. If it's tight, it's tight. If it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. It's not going to expand. So all you have to do is make sure the shoe fits. And it's better for the shoe to be slightly loose than for it to be too tight. If it's slightly loose, you can use some, pads or tissue paper to tuck it up inside it. Somehow it's not going to be visible. Your cameraman is not going to get it. I mean, how many people really video shoes on wedding days? Nobody does that. It may just be when you're dancing, which of course is not going to be too visible. Okay? Another thing I would like to talk about is assuming you can bear the pain. Nobody bears pain on your wedding day. That day becomes very stressful, and that day becomes very overwhelming. Like you have so much going on that your shoe shouldn't just add to everything happening at that moment in time. There's so much more you should worry about, not shoes. But your shoes will definitely affect your mood. That's the truth. Now, this was for the men. Let me move to the women. We always make these mistakes of buying the shoes we want to wear because some people wore it on their wedding day, forgetting the fact that there are some shoes we are comfortable in. If you buy a shoe you're not comfortable in on a normal day and you think you can use it on your wedding day, you're making a very big mistake, my sister. Now, the thing you should do is get what you're comfortable in. You can still get that shoe you've always loved to get, but use it for your pictures, but avoid using it for a long distance walk, just like your entrance. Do you know that your entrance is one of the most beautiful moments on your wedding day? Your entrance is what everybody look forward to. I mean, people come for your wedding and they're just waiting to see what the bride would look like, how she would dance to her seat, how she would look fly in everything she's wearing. So imagine you're dancing in and whoops, your shoes get broken, somehow you tripped and then you fell.
You fell in love.
No, that wasn't for you to mock. Come on, don't do that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Okay, now back to the matter. Make sure you wear comfortable shoes you're very, very good with. Like, you know you're a wedge person, do not go for stilettos on your wedding day. If you know you're not good with pointies, go with flat shoes with flat platforms. That would help you. If at all you still want to have like some of those really fancy heels, let the bottom be very, very comfortable in such a way that even when you dance, it doesn't affect you in any way, okay? Then another thing is dancing with those shoes when it's time for the couple dance. There's something I always tell people: you have to be really comfortable with what you're doing and in what you're doing, your dress and your shoes. But hey, the dress part is coming on another episode, and there's so much to talk about your dress, especially a bride who tripped on her wedding day. I'll tell you what happened to her, the mistake she'd made, and how she would have been able to reverse such situation. Now back to the shoe matter. Make sure you have the slippers with you as a spare while you're going into the wedding reception hall, so that whenever you're not comfortable with those shoes or whenever it starts to hurt, you can easily pull them off on your seat when nobody can see you. Of course, get comfortable in what you're wearing. Put on your slippers. It's your wedding day. You need to dance and scatter the place and make sure everybody feels your presence. Everybody came there just to celebrate with you, so you have to make it worthwhile, okay? Yes, so that's very, very important. So you can switch to slippers and just drop your shoes. At that moment you're dancing, nobody even wants to see what you're wearing on your feet. They just want to see how beautiful you dance and all of that. So, I mean, yeah, that works. There is no shame in wearing slippers on your wedding day, my sister. There is no shame in it at all. Because if you fall and you trip, it's still those friends that would mock you. Whoever you're thinking, oh, they're going to see that I'm wearing slippers, or they're going to think I don't have money to afford some good shoes. No, nobody is going to see that. They're just going to see whatever happens to you that's not too pleasant to the eyes. And you won't want that to happen, would you? No, I don't think so. Okay, so I hope you've learned one or two from this. And hey, remember, this is not just for the ladies. The men are also inclusive. If you're preparing for your wedding and you're ready to shop for your shoes, be sure to follow these guides. They'll help you a lot. Do not compromise your day for some feet-hurting substance called shoe. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be that, blunt, but hey, that's the truth. You have to be really comfortable, okay? You're welcome. Alright, so here we've come to the end of today's segment, and I hope you enjoyed this particular episode. If you have any questions as regarding how you should select your shoes, what you should look forward to, how to match colors as well when it comes to picking a shoe for your event, because sometimes it doesn't have to go with what you're wearing. Sometimes it may just be a flash, a color flash. It's always enough. You can always consult me, it's fine. Just send an email to zuzumaman@gmail.com and we would respond to your email as quick as possible. I mean, that's what we're here for. We're just here to be your guide and your assistant. Alright, it's time to end this particular episode and prepare for the other one, which is very, very, very good, which is going to be very, very interesting. I beg your pardon. This is going to be about your dress on your wedding day. Guys, there's a lot to talk about when it comes to picking your outfit on your wedding day, especially if you're the bride, the groom, the bridesmaid, and the groomsman. Alright, make sure you like and subscribe to this channel before you leave this page, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Until I come your way again, I am Zuzu Maman. Stay beautiful, be kind to one another. Bye.